为我们做题为“升腾为电信行业构建 AI 驱动的创新计算基础”的演讲。有请王先生。
尊敬的各位来宾啊，各位客户啊，以及线上的各位朋友们啊，大家上午好、下午好、晚上好。由于这是一个全球的会议啊 ，Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Wang Xiaobin, je suis secrétaire en chef de l'informatique de la société de Huawei. Aujourd'hui, je vais partager notre dernière solution et mes pratiques dans le domaine intelligence artificielle. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Wang Xiaobin. I'm from Huawei. Today I'm going to share our latest solution and the practical on the AI industry. We always heard a lot of persons, including China Mobile, NTT, were talking about the AI applications, how we use the AI technology. Just keep in mind, GPT have almost 200 billion parameters. GPT-4 requires 2.5 trillion parameters. This large scale of parameters need a huge computing power. So Huawei is focused on the computing AI foundation. Why the GPT is very popular is a hot topic recently, because our world is not defined by God. It's defined by our understanding, our language. If the model or foundation model can predict what the human going to say, that means he understands human language. His word, he understands the word, what we are understanding. So we can notice that with the scaling law and alignments, the new capability emerged, and the model or foundation model becomes new silicon-based species. So that's why everyone in our society, in our industry, feel interested. We find the hope. And if we look at it, because for the AI, it's not the new things. It's starting from around 70 years ago. Why it's coming hot topic now? Because in the past, the AI is, we only let them to understanding the word. We find the AI is only understanding what we are going to do and just copy-paste our action, behaviors. But now in future, the AI will generate a word. So it's a singularity for the whole industry. So as I say, for the AI, there are around 200, the latest model for Huawei Pangu foundation model is around 200 billion parameters. And in the near future, it's already coming. We need 2 or 3 trillion parameters. We need a huge computing foundation. This is the main challenge for our industry. We are not lack of the ideas, the concept, the scenarios. Sooner or later it will come. But computing foundation, we need the time. We need some collaboration. And if we were talking about the AI applications, we found this is coming to our approach to our life much faster than before. Till the next, before we estimate maybe 2040, this singularity will arrive. But now we found maybe within 2 years, 50% of our industry will be AI embedded. So now what we are going to do now, I believe we have 2 things. First, we should explore the scenario of the AI, how it can help us. And the second, we should build our AI foundation ahead. Before it comes, we should be ready on that. So Huawei, we focus not only on the AI application, also we focus on the AI hardware and the software platforms. Together with our partner, we have already developed a full series of hardware system, including devices, modules, servers, ports, or even clusters. And for server or for hardware, I believe it's not enough. To unleash the value of the hardware, we also publish our software platform. We call it a CAN. It's a computing architecture neural network. As we all know, in the world, the most popular AI computing foundation provider now is NVIDIA. They have CUDA. So Huawei have developed our own software. We call it CAN. And with the AI capability, the most important part is also the cloud platform. So Huawei provides our Huawei Cloud Stack and the Huawei Cloud Stack Online, which is an on-premises cloud platform. Also, it's an open architecture. Our infrastructure supports integration with China Mobile Cloud or any other third-party cloud platform. And another very important part of the AI framework. In the industry globally, there are some PyTorch open source AI framework, TensorFlow. We have our own MindSpore. So natively, we support MindSpore and PyTorch, Caffe, TensorFlow, all these AI frameworks. And I believe with all this AI enablement, I think in the China Mobile is 9 platform for the AI application enablement. So I believe with all this open architecture, it will be an AI computing foundation for our operator, for our society, and to enable our AI capability to ready to go to the different industry. So let's talk about more details about the hardware and software, because I don't want to talk too much of the hardware, because hardware is there. To unleash the value of the hardware, we need a state-of-the-art software. So our CAN, computer architecture neural network, we can support the industry mainstream AI framework and the acceleration library. And more than that, we can deeply open to our developers, because for the operator developer, this operator means some functions in the underlayer software stack. So for the developers who develop operators, they always need more capability or more flexibility. So we open our architecture, the operator, the developer can directly manage and modify the underlying codes. So, and directly invoke and manage the underlying hardware resources. This is a very big achievement. We open this to the developers to facilitate their underlayer development. And furthermore, we I remember in the May of this year, we upgrade our Ascent C programming language, which is very easy to use. If the developer who can develop their language by C or C++, they can directly use our Ascent C to develop their acceleration libraries or fusion operator. So with these facilitated tools, we reduce the development period for fusion operator from 2-person months, reduced to the 2-person weeks. And with the hardware and software capability, I believe it's not enough. Also, inference is another very important part, because for the inference is the last miles for foundation models. And the key challenge is cost effectiveness. We provide our inference engine to support industry multi-mode inference mode. And at the same time, we can realize the 20 times compression radio with minimum precision loss. So with this capability, we can help operator to reduce their costs during the inference implementation. So when the foundation model is generated, we need to build an inference network or to apply it. So that's our software, what we can do for the operator or our customer. And another very important and the latest news is about PyTorch. As we know, PyTorch is popular AI framework in the world. And just 1 week ago, on the community of the PyTorch, they released the latest version, 2.1. And with the joint effort between Huawei and the PyTorch community, this latest version allows developers to develop their models based on the Huawei Ascent NPU directly. That means the developers can develop models based on NPU without any migration effort. So in future, Huawei and PyTorch will jointly working together for more innovation between the AI frameworks and our software and our computing hardware. And more than that, I believe it's also not enough, because for the foundation model, it's not a single server computing, it's a cluster. Large scale of cluster computing is the building blocks for the foundation model, not for small model. So, okay, it's a cornerstone for the foundation model training. So what is a cluster? Generally, we understand it's a server 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, if I need a huge computing power, I need 100 server to make the stacks. So, but according to Huawei experience, it's not true. Computing cluster is not equal server stacks. It's a comprehensive system together with servers, with storage, and with network. We have noticed several very interesting scenario or phenomenon. I don't mention the name or project, I just mention the fact. The fact is, in some cases, the training jobs, when the training job is running, the computing usage is only 30%. No more than that, maybe some cases 20%, no more than 30%. As I see from the internet, ChatGPT-4, the computing usage rate is around 34%. That means GPU or NPU is waiting for the network, waiting for the data transmission, waiting for the storage performance. So Huawei has more than 30 years of experience on the network, on more than 10 years on the storage. In the May of this year, we published our latest version. We call it AI storage. And just last month, July of this month, we published our AI Xinghe network. So we know that including network, storage, and computing is a comprehensive solution. We make it best combination of these 3 components. Okay, also the energy, liquid cooling is also important. So we make it as a fundamental combination of the whole system. So what is the performance result? As we test in our lab, the overall performance will increase around 20%. Before 30% of the CPU or NPU or GPU usage will up to 60% usage. And the reliability is more than 10 times. I here mentioned the reliability for cluster training is also another very hot topic, important topic, and very challenging for the AI training. Why? Because very important thing is for the AI training, it's not, we call it parallel training. Each NPU take a different data segment and different training tasks. So for a cluster, if one NPU have some failure issues, the whole training job will be interrupted. And you should start over it from beginning. And for cluster, we know that there are also more than 10 million active components. If one component fail over, it also may impact the training jobs. So the reliability becomes the challenge for our AI training activity, or even this is challenge for the whole industry. So how to address this challenge? I just give you a very simple example. When we do some training in our laboratory, we always optimize, fine-tuning to improve the efficiency, to improve the performance. We found it's difficult. We've diagnosed the whole system, but we don't find a reason. After several days of collaboration between our network team, our storage team, our computing team, finally we found the reason why its performance is not good, because the optical model is dusty. So it looks ridiculous, but it's a fact. So we should care about end-to-end reliability, no matter it's computing or what else. We should have experience on top of that. And someone maybe say, okay, we are telecom operator. To realize the reliability, we have experience. Traditionally, we approach, we using the redundancy. Redundancy is technically, it's okay, but it's not cheap. For the AI servers, it's expensive. So if we working on the redundancy, it's not a cost-effective approach for our training. So Huawei have developed several technology to ensure without redundancy how we can make our system stable, improve the reliability. So in the component level, we have the liquid cooling to decrease the temperature for the core component by 20 degrees. And we also have fault prediction and isolation solutions for the component. And for the node level, we have sub-millisecond network awareness technology. And also for the storage, we have full mesh architecture, active NAS, disaster recovery, which can ensure the reliability of storage to 6 nines, 99.9999%. And in the cluster level, we have the reliability simulation and hardening. 80% of the potential failures can be detected before it happens. And in the AI training, we understand that few data flow and the low entropy will cause harsh collision of elephant flow. In one report from the internet, we found that due to harsh collision, the network bandwidth use rate is limited to 6% only. They cannot more than that. So this will reduce the impact the network performance and restrict the computing power. So Huawei have NLSLB network level load balancing algorithm to avoid this harsh collision. And finally, in the service, we provide resume training at failure point. And maybe it's not very, how to say, it's popular technology, but we can resume our training in minutes. Traditionally, it's in hours. So with all this technology, we can make sure our reliability without additional cost. And actually, we found some reports from the internet. Also, it's open. You can find it in the Meta. They train their foundation models every 2.8 days. It's interrupted due to many reasons. And in our laboratory, our training stable period was around 20 to 30 days. It's in months. So by all this technology, we can make sure the reliability as the carrier level or telecom level. You can see this technology is coming from the network, coming from the storage, not only also from the energy, and all this is a combination to build a best AI foundation. I just want to mention more about the liquid cooling. Liquid cooling is also not Huawei unique, but on top of that, Huawei make some improvements on the liquid cooling. We make sure all the servers, all the LAN switches can be well organized by liquid cooling without additional cables and reduce the easy maintenance. I just give you some picture I'm looking for from the internet. Liquid cooling data center. This is the data center from the American. This is Argonne Intel liquid cooling data center. This is coming from the Google search. You can see the blue one and the red cable is hot water and cold water, and it's complicated. It's not easy for maintenance. Every operation and maintenance engineer will feel hard to maintain this type of liquid cooling data center. This is the Google data center. It's much more complicated. And if you make one cable connection incorrect, what will happen? This is liquid cooling. The server will burn. Or the whole data center is fell down. So liquid cooling is not a challenge. How to use liquid cooling to build a state-of-the-art data center is a challenge. I just show you the third picture. It's coming from Huawei Cloud data center. This is our liquid cooling. So it's pre-integrated. During implementation, it's already there, and it's easy for operation and maintenance. And furthermore, it avoids some potential risks about infrastructure. And I just finished the introduction about the AI training cluster. But for Huawei, we believe it's not enough. Because for the AI or foundation model innovation, it's not only the hardware and the software infrastructure, it's also related the different life cycle of foundation model, different phases. So we provide a foundation model pipeline toolkit. We call it super pipeline. And it covers different phases of your development. Development phases, training phases, fine-tuning, and deployment. So in each phase, we provide the tools to facilitate our developers, our users, to improve the efficiency and reduce the potential errors, faults, and give more ability underlying. I mean, the acceleration operator and the fusion operator, this underlying ability to power to our developers. So just an example, in the development, minimum 10 lines of code can be enough to start to finish their foundation model development. This is in some specific cases. And in the training phases, we provide the transformer acceleration library to accelerate this training by 20%. In the fine-tuning phases, we also provide a tool, we call it Ascent Insight. It's a visualized tools which can help directly improve the developer experience and help the developer to do the fine-tuning in the visualized. And finally, we provide the inference engine to realize the 20 times compress, or developers can perform the pruning, distillation, quantization by times, and less than 0.5% accuracy loss of precision. So just a lot of professional names. Just keep in mind we have tools to cover the end-to-end model of the birth. And we believe it's not enough for our operators. We start our foundation model innovation 2021, 3 years ago. And from 2021, Huawei and Pengcheng Laboratory, we jointly published China's first foundation model with 200 billion parameters. Since then, Huawei started to enrich our ecosystem. And we already finished, because in China we have around more than 100, last week is 114 foundation models. We already finished 50 foundation models adaptation with Huawei Ascent technical stack, and covering different domains areas. We already accumulate the experience in different industry, their requirement, what is their cost scenario for foundation model. And furthermore, we built around 24 AICC, AI Computing Center around China. We have 2 persons working there, 2 heads working there. One is CTO, in charge of the technical integration. One is COO for the daily operation. We believe for operator, when you're running your services, your responsibility is providing the public AI computing services to your society. So the operation experience is much more important. So we can share our previous experience with our customer and China Mobile. And in the foundation model, the ecosystem is simple than before. We have one team in the past. Every month, this team is observe what happens in industry, which models is coming to our market, and we need to do some adaptation. But in the foundation model era, everything becomes simplified, because the majority of the foundation model is based on the transformer decoder architecture. So a unified technical architecture, we are, in the past 3 months, we already finished the mainstream foundation, open source foundation model like Llama, like Bloom, like GLM, just within 3 months. So we believe Huawei already published, already have in the world, the fastest 5G network. And we have the fastest smartphones. In some domain, we are far ahead, but in some domain, we are still on the way. If the direction is there, the ecosystem, the foundation model adaptation, I believe it's just a matter of time. So, I just make it quickly. So, in summary, we provide our AI computing foundation. It's not a server, not a pod. We provide the capability for the hardware and the software collaboration to unleash the value of the hardware, the power of the hardware. We provide the computing, storage, network collaboration to ensure the system capability. And we provide the all-around collaboration to ensure the module development or facilitate the module development. And we provide our experience to China Mobile, to our customer, to ensure the business success. So coming back to the cooperation with China Mobile, we have some suggestions and ideas. We call it, three enablements: solution enablement, deployment, development employment, and business enablement. Solution enablement is a little complicated, but I just make sure everyone can directly understand it. So from our underlying hardware and software architecture, we want to deeply integrate with 9 platform. We have one module called MindX Deep Learning. Through this deep learning modules, we can realize the scheduling enhancement and the underlying operator development, which the developers in the 9 team can directly customize the operator and keep the property in the 9 platform. It's China Mobile's own property to realize the differentiated capability. And for the development enablement, we provide the different APIs, algorithm APIs, to ensure you have the fully unleash the capability of your foundation. And also we can share the foundation model practical and the foundation model ecosystem paradigm to our customer, to China Mobile. And the last enablement is business enablement. I believe from the solution to the business use, firstly, we need to have an overall infrastructure plan. It's on the cloud platform. So we should have a nationwide layout of the computing on top of the cloud. And Huawei is also working on the foundation model. China Mobile is also working on foundation model. Everyone is working on the foundation model. But the best approach for the operator or for China Mobile is to build a mass model as a service platform to aggregate the industry, the country's foundation model on your platform and be your partner. And this will maximize the value for our society, for our infrastructure. And also we can support the AI capability starting from the China Mobile's self-owned services first, and then working together to the 2B or 2G market. So we call it business enablement. Okay, I believe cooperation between Huawei and the China Mobile, we can span from technology to capability, from solution to services, from project success to business success. In the foundation model era, AI potential is still unknown, to be honestly. But the best way to predict the future is to realize it. We are waiting, we are ready and waiting to working with China Mobile hand in hand to create a bright